How do you know if you're an alcoholic? An alcoholic has either a physical addiction to alcohol or an emotional dependency. But you can practice drinking exactly the way an alcoholic would and never develop an addiction. This is why alcoholism is a spectrum. Whether you're an actual alcoholic or just practicing drinking like one, you're still causing the same exact amount of damage. Having a high tolerance is your body's inability to process alcohol efficiently. Someone who's good at drinking alcohol can get drunk off 2 or 3 beers. The higher your tolerance, the higher up on the spectrum you are, which means you may be only 1 drink away from activating your addiction. Just because you have withdrawal symptoms when you stop drinking doesn't mean you have an addiction. All of the symptoms that you feel when you stop drinking, such as a hangover, are all withdrawal symptoms. That means the higher your tolerance, the more you're drinking, which means your withdrawal symptoms may get worse. And that encourages more alcoholic behavior by drinking through the withdrawals. When you feel like you're out of control and you literally can't have just one, that doesn't mean you're an alcoholic, but it does mean you are problem drinking. The inability to control your amount means you're practicing alcoholic behavior. The more we chase the buzz and the more we chase the dopamine, the more alcohol we're consuming, which puts us 1 drink away from an addiction. So you can still act like an alcoholic without having that addiction. Now, just because you would rather be drunk instead of going to work does not make you an alcoholic. But if you are choosing alcohol and completely neglecting your responsibilities, that means you're developing an emotional or physical dependency. You know it's not good, but you do it anyway. Just because you think about alcohol a lot doesn't mean you're craving it, and it doesn't mean you're an alcoholic. But that's what people with an addiction do. So if your lifestyle makes you want to chase the illusion of peace with alcohol, then you're developing an emotional dependency, which is using alcohol to process your emotions. So if the only pleasure or the only time you feel happy is when you're drinking, you're developing a dependency. How dependent you are puts you higher up on the spectrum. Just because you prefer solitude and you'd rather drink alone doesn't mean you're an alcoholic. But alcoholics love to isolate themselves. I used to sit in a room all by myself and drink a bottle of vodka while tears streamed down my face. And that's because I was emotionally and physically dependent on alcohol. Hiding your alcohol doesn't make you an alcoholic, but that's exactly what an alcoholic would do. There's a deep shame and guilt associated with poisoning themselves. If you drink to relieve pain or stress or anxiety, that doesn't mean you're an alcoholic, but that is what an alcoholic would do. Alcohol causes depression and anxiety, so the more you drink, the more you have a reason to drink. And these are some of the ways you know you're an alcoholic.